The US President Donald Trump has declared the country will not go back into lockdown as the coronavirus pandemic worsens. Mr. Trump has held a news briefing at the White House on his administration's efforts to secure a vaccine. Correspondent Greg Jennett is in Washington.
There were certainly no questions taken and none answered by Donald Trump, yet when he's in fine form, that's normally something you can set your clock by, that announcements, remarks, what they call picture opportunities or pool sprays, as they call them in America, very quickly transform into a free-flowing dialogue. He takes 4 or 5 or more questions. That was not his strategy today. Donald Trump only stood up with one purpose and one purpose alone. Remembering this was his first appearance in front of cameras like this since he stood up in the White House about 7 days ago now and railed against the fairness or unfairness of the election process. So his point being today that he thinks they're making very solid progress on this warp speed project, which is to get a vaccine rolled out across the nation. But we can talk about that in a moment. But the more pressing problem, of course, are very high and rising rates of new coronavirus infections right across America, but particularly through the Midwest. So Donald Trump has, had to address the question of lockdowns as well. Even if a vaccine doesn't come along that is approved and is worthwhile, might the country require more heavy lockdowns, the like of which it experienced back in April and May? Well, Donald Trump is pretty resolute that that's not happening, at least not happening under his watch.
This administration will not be going to a lockdown. Hopefully the whatever happens in the future, who knows which administration it will be, I guess time will tell. But I can tell you this administration will not go to a lockdown. There won't be necessity. Lockdowns cost lives.
As we look at those timelines that we were just outlining there, let's say you had a vaccine program and you were wanting it to really be hitting its straps as far as the numbers of people able to receive it through the months of February and March, then that looks like it would be falling to President Joe Biden to be implementing it. Now, his team in transition has made the point that it cannot get the briefings that are necessary for health, let alone for national security and classified intelligence either. It's a point that's been made by Joe Biden's Chief of Staff, Ron Klain, newly appointed. He'll be taking up that position just on the wings of the Oval Office from the 21st of January. And Ron Klain has really laid it all on the line as far as the vaccine program's concerned. He says we need briefings now so that we can implement it if it comes on our watch.
Right now, there are officials inside the Department of Health and Human Services who are busy planning a vaccination campaign for the months of February and March, when Joe Biden will be president. And so the sooner we can get our transition experts into meetings with the folks who are planning that vaccination campaign, the more seamless the transition from a Biden presidency to a Trump presidency can be. So we're doing our jobs. The transition is moving ahead. As time passes, the need to get the full access we are entitled to, and the full access that the American people want us to have, it grows each day.
And just to underscore the urgency of all of this, here are a few numbers from the United States. 153,000 new coronavirus positive cases coming through in the last 24 hours. That sets new daily record rates in 18 states, 18 in total. And there are even reports that closer to home around the White House, some 130 Secret Service agents who would normally protect the president and other very important people have either been infected or have been quarantined because of this. So it's spreading, and it's spreading at rates America hasn't seen before.